I'm going to shoot challenge 3.1. Now, our level 3 challenges are a little bit different. They require a lot of thinking. One of the key elements here is the correct use of cover. I am going to attempt to shoot this challenge while explaining what I'm doing and at the same time not make any tactical errors. Now, there are 5 level 3 challenges, and each challenge introduces a new requirement. Challenge 1 requires 2 new things. One is that you do a tactical reload before your first magazine is dry, and secondly, that you search and assess before leaving cover. Now, as we move up through the challenges, you will also be required to start using voice commands to announce your moves, as you would do if you were doing a double operator pistol or double operator carbine challenge. You also will be required to pie a room. This curtain will be stretched out to this other piece of cover, and you will be required to use that as you enter the left and the right room. And also, as each challenge is introduced, the target itself becomes more aggressive. It is harder to shoot. Finally, at challenge 3.4, you will actually start in a position approximately 3 feet in front of where your target will make its first stop. The target will stop. You will draw 2 shots from retention, take a step or 2 back, 2 more shots from either the Weaver or isosceles position, and then you will duck behind cover and use it. And finally, challenge 3.5 requires that you start right there on the ground. The target will stop in front of you. You will draw, shoot from the supine position 2 rounds, get to your feet, shoot 2 more rounds, and then get to cover using cover correctly. So it just gets more and more challenging as we roll along. When we shoot these, there are always multiple targets hanging, and when you get the commence fire command, the instructor will also tell you which target to work. So you have to be thinking, which target are you going to shoot and which ones are you not going to shoot. It's too easy if you put big black hands up on a target. We don't do that. We just make you think. A couple of other things to think about. When you go to cover, you are only allowed to make 4 shots from any given cover. And you cannot do 2 shots or more than 2 shots sequentially from the same position. So I could come here and I could shoot twice, bang, bang. This position is gone. So now I have to do something different. So I can come over here and come around the corner, bang, bang. Or I can come here and come back up. But as long as there's no more than 2 sequential shots from the same position, that's good. Secondly, we assume that after the 4th shot, this cover goes away, meaning you have to move. It got beamed up to the Starship Enterprise, it drove away, it fell down. It doesn't matter, it's gone, and you have to move. If you have administrative duties to deal with, such as a tactical reload, or clear a malfunction, or something of that nature, this cover will be considered as still viable until you complete that. Then you have to move. The other thing is we want to look at this target and think about it as if it were a bad guy pointing a gun at you. If the target is moving away from you, we assume he's running, has his back to you, and you can safely move. If it is stopped as it is now, or if it is moving toward you, we assume that that target is looking at you and he is ready to engage you. Do not leave cover then. So again, 4 shots maximum from any cover, only 2 sequential shots from any position. When that cover is blown, you must leave. But if you leave before your cover is blown, you must do it safely. And finally, when you have expended all of your ammunition, you need to safely retreat back to the timer button and stop the run. If you jump out at a time that's not safe, for instance, when the target is coming toward you or the target is stopped in front of you, that will be considered unsafe and you will be penalized. So, I'm reporting to the starting position. My tactical load is 2 times 8. When I am told to commence fire, I will also be instructed on which target to to shoot. Shooter ready, shooter ready. Load and make ready. On the left-hand target, commence fire. Cover's down, I've got to move. I need to do a tack reload. Before that first magazine is dry, this is a great time to do it. That's a real low percentage shot, so I wait. Cover's blown, I've got to move. Search and assess. Can't go over the top again. Search and assess. Cover's blown, I've got to move. Dry. Search and assess. I can move. The target's moving away. I'm dry. Unload, so clear. Hammer down. Holster. Okay, let's check out this final score. Now remember, I was shooting with a tactical load of 2 times 8, which means I have 2 magazines, each uploaded to 8, for a total of 16 rounds. Now, I'm shooting the Ruger SR9, which is a new pistol to me, and it has an adjustable rear sight, and it's set as it came from the factory. It appears to me that it's a little bit low. If we take this group and center it, you can see what's going to happen. But even so, I in order to pass this challenge, my credits need to equal my tactical load. My tactical load was 2 times 8 or 16. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I got by that just barely. But I want you to look at the group, even with it being a little bit low. Is that combat effective? Oh yeah, that's really combat effective. Now consider the circumstances that we were working under here. First of all, I had to talk to you, which wasn't easy for a man that cannot multitask. Secondly, I had to manage my ammunition. I had to do a tactical reload. I had to do speed reloads. I had to move from cover, and I had to do it wisely and tactically correct. I had to remember to search and assess. I had a lot of different things I had to think about. And I was running and I was gunning. There was mental stress, there was physical stress. This is not easy, and it challenges the very best. Now on top of that, we have a target that is making random moves. Even if we run the same program 100 times every day, it will maintain the same basic personality traits, but each move will be in a random direction, at a random speed, and the move size will be randomly selected from the parameters that program has. So, here it is, the DallyPost Tactical Target and the DallyPost Tactical Challenge Program. We are here because you will fight as you train. DallyPost Tactical.